it made me think, okay, if you're not a key worker, right? If you're not a key worker, if you get COVID, you need to be fined. Morally wrong, probably.
If you just get it.
If you get it, because listen, how are you getting it?
There should be no reason to, yeah.
Exactly, that's it, dude. There should be no reason to. Hey, bro. How's it going?
Yeah, good, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you? It's been a while. It's been a minute, as they say.
It has because of everything that's happened, with Tier 4 being introduced to London and the Southeast. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't really understand
That's
it.
why
Like,
we're here.
is lockdown harsher than Tier 4? Because why don't they just chuck us in a lockdown? I don't really understand it.
Do you know what? You know what it is? It's almost like that kind of almost like imprisonment. Obviously, it's definitely not anything like that, but it's like it's confusing to me now. What? Yeah, as you said, like what we were in before. Like, what was actual lockdown like? Is that the same as what we're experiencing now?
Well, I feel like Tier 4 is like next level.
It's the same, right?
Well,
I don't think it's worse. I don't think it's worse because remember lockdown, we weren't allowed to go outside.
Yeah, true.
Or we were, or were we allowed to go outside?
Well, that's kind of what.
Which nothing was open.
Well, that's what Tier 4 pretty much.
Yeah,
is.
I think Tier 4 is lockdown. I think that's what we experienced at the start of the year.
Just say lockdown, all right?
Yeah,
because I don't think people will understand.
Confused.
For me, Tier 4 is like because of the new strain. You know, the new strain that was found in like Swale, Kent, like wherever it was.
Oh, near you?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I created it in my little lab back at home.
You look like you doing that.
I found 2 really sick people. Like I wheeled them out of the hospital. Yeah, get this. You're gonna love this. And I made them cough in each other's faces. I made them cough in each other's faces for ages until it multiplied. And just like that, I bottled it up. I put it in a Buxton's bottle. Put it in a Shell garage, as if it was brand new. Easy as that, man.
What?
Easy as that, man. Start a new strain. Yeah.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah, and I love it. I just like being creative during COVID, you know.
It's not creative. Lunatic.
Lunatic.
What did you bottle up as well?
What do you mean? What did I bottle up? I bottled up their cough juice.
Yeah, but what did you sell that as?
Who bought that? Oh, I don't know. The idiot who bought it.
A Buxton water bottle?
I put it in a Buxton water bottle. Then I glued the lid to the, you know, that little like annoying thing that like comes loose when you twist the cap off. Well, I'm sure there's a word for it, but I just glued it.
Flagigator.
You know, in Slumdog Millionaire, where do you remember that film, like where they work in the restaurant and they pour tap water into bottles and they glue the lid down to that little seam thing and they as if it's brand new. Like I just copied what they did basically.
Right, but except with just, you know, harmless tap water, you were doing it with people's infected COVID saliva.
I mean,
no, don't do that as if it's like, you know, here nor there. It's 2 very different things.
It's much of a muchness, really. You know, I feel like it was pretty much because I didn't want to like give them tap water. I think that would be extreme. Like, I made sure it was a Buxton water that I went and bought. Then I got them to cough and spit in it, and then I put it back.
Doesn't make it better, man.
So it's not like it was tap water. That would be really harsh. No,
I've got this all on recording. You're going to go to jail. That's bioterrorism.
You're recording. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, what do you think we're doing here?
Moron. Oh man.
How's your Christmas? Did you have a good Xmas / holiday / Hanukkah / Kwanzaa / Agnostica? I had a good, you know what, given the circumstances, I think I was fairly lucky with who I had around me. Like I had my mum, my auntie, stepdad. I was able to see my dad outside, like 1-to-1. That's cool.
I actually ran up to him on Christmas. I don't know what it is. Like on Christmas Day, I'm like, I'm going to go for a run. Like, although I like running anyway, like it's always been a thing where I'm like with Jamie or I remember a few of my mates, I was like, let's meet up on Christmas morning and go for a run. I was like, why? I don't understand it. But anyway, I do it. So I ran up to my dad's, which is like the perfect distance for like a cheeky little 5K.
When you first said ran up to my dad, I just imagined you as in like you were just so excited to see him that you ran up to it. Like you just
yeah. So sweet, but no, it wasn't. I had to stand far away from him, and Oscar, my little ragdoll, chocky ragdoll, came up to me, and I
so cute.
Had to have a little moment with him as well. So he's so cute, man. He's such a cute little boy.
Absolutely littered with COVID though, like being stroked by all the neighbours.
littered with COVID. What a name. Anyway, so I ran up to him. So, but yeah, basically, it was, given the circumstances, I had people around me. I couldn't. Jamie couldn't come back because he's in Bristol, so he couldn't actually commute back to a tier 4 because he was abiding by the rules, which I'm going to get onto in a bit, right? Abiding by the rules, right?
Who's policing that?
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, great point, right? Anyway, Jamie didn't come down because he was being a good citizen. Charlie, although he's only 15 minutes away by car, he just didn't come because we're not supposed to mix households. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was a nice day. We ended up just.
Did you meet them outside, or you just didn't do?
We just zoomed. We zoomed with like opening presents, and we sent presents to each other. Obviously,
That's cool.
Boris gave us such a solid amount of time to prepare for it. So you know, I luckily ordered Jamie's present late enough so that I could direct it to his. But mum had to fucking box it all up and send it. Which for some, actually, I was surprised it managed to arrive on time. But yeah, no, it was all good. Like we made the best of it, you know. So, but yeah, how about you? What was it like for you?
No, quite similar, to be honest. It was just the main 4. We were quite fortunate to see my dad, who was there as well. Sort of none of us sort of went out the house for the past like week or two, and then we just like, you know, we were very safe, kept our distance from him and stuff. Then we stood outside for most of it and had doors open and things like that, and wore masks and things. So that was quite nice.
That's cool.
But That's cool. But to be honest, we don't really have a huge extended family that in this country anyway. So it was just business as usual.
Well, that's similar to me, really. Like it wasn't, apart from -2 people, it was kind of similar. Oh well, 3-ish, like my dad. I don't know. Yeah, no, it was fine. It was a nice day, but I think it just leads me. So that then leads me on to this new the reason why we're in this, which is COVID. Right? People are just not getting the picture and are contracting and spreading this thing. Right? And you've ruined. Well, you didn't ruin Christmas because it was fine. I had a good day, but I'm sure lots of people didn't, right? And for those people,
I think it sucked for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I think for those people, you fuckers ruined Christmas.
Grinch.
Yeah, they're the Grinch, COVID Grinch. They're just selfish fuckers who, dude. Yesterday, apparently there was 50,000 new cases yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
And honestly, it made me think, okay, if you're not a key worker, right? If you're not a key worker, if you get COVID, you need to be fined. Morally wrong, probably.
If you just get it.
If you get it, because listen, how are you getting it?
There should be no reason to, yeah.
Exactly,
no, right.
That's it, dude. There should be no reason to. Dude, I live a life, right, where I'm able to... I've avoided getting it because I've just listened to the rules. I've stayed in. I sanitize whenever I'm out shopping. Yeah. I wash my hands as soon as I get back in. Socially distant, wear a mask. And also, even shit like, I'd be as cruel to be like, even if you contracted it from the mailman giving you a parcel, wipe it. Why didn't you wipe it down? Like, we're 10 months in now. You should know.
That's the kind of shit that they did in like the Asian countries that now have it completely under control. Yeah. But they have a lot more of a kind of policed nation compared to us. We wouldn't have that. If we had any of those laws, everyone would be like, you're taking away our free, this is communism.
Yeah.
It's just like, you don't really understand what communism is. But it's, it's through, the only thing I'd say about the cases thing is something that I can't remember who said it, but quite rightly put it, is that I think we are just a lot better. The testing is a lot better than it was before. So I don't think 50,000 cases yesterday is really any different from what it was like when it first came about, because when it first came about, we didn't do, the home test kits. We didn't do the walk-in
There's
centers,
more people
stuff like that. I think
getting
more
accurate tests.
Being confirmed to have it as before. But yeah, equally, it seems to be as well. It's the same people that like the anti mask people, the anti kind of like COVID thing. And then also now the ones being like, "Oh, you're taking our freedom away," and stuff like that. But they're doing that because the cases got increased. Do you know what I mean? Like, regardless of whether you believe in a fucking conspiracy or not, it's just like you thinking that you're like a libertarian fucking protesting person has just now caused this to happen more. Like,
exactly, and you are sustaining the problem that you hate so much. Like you are
exactly.
Like you're the reason why this is carrying on.
It's the epitome. I feel like it's the epitome of our younger generation, or maybe not actually, because a lot of it seems to be like 50, 60-year-old Karens and Davids on fucking Facebook. It seems, it's the epitome of that thing where it's like, I'm just not willing to like sacrifice. There's no sacrifice. Imagine Winston Churchill seeing people today. When fucking Boris kept comparing this to like the Winston Churchill times, and it's like, first of all, not the same thing at all. But imagine him, when he gave that speech about sacrifice, and having to sacrifice, a bit for your country. Imagine him seeing these people today that like are not even willing to like put a mask on in order to like shorten this length of time we need to be in this.
I know.
Even if you believe in it or not,
it's
hilarious.
I mean, so true. Such a good point.
But then again, I would argue that our government hasn't given us much reason to put faith in them.
So that's the other thing. I spoke to someone about it last night, and they said, well, they were like completely agree, but I'm saying with like the fine thing, because I'm getting so basically they said, I mean, do you think that a lot of people are just so fucking bothered by how badly the government have actually handled this? And I was like, I can totally see that, but that still stay inside. Like everyone's bothered by how badly they've handled it, but it doesn't change the fact that there's a fucking virus spreading everywhere. Like you have to separate those two things and just be mature and just listen to the rules, right? But I think the reason why I got so pissed off with, you're right. I'm sure there are more accurate tests and more tests being taken, right? Which is why the rate has gone up in terms of cases. But still, people
nobody listened. Everyone met up for Christmas.
Exactly right. It makes me so mad that we, like my family, did like stuck by the rules, and I'm sure loads of people did, but there are thousands of people that didn't.
That's it.
Makes me
it's
so mad,
because
man.
It only really works if everyone
exactly
does it.
And that's why I'm like, well, if you did that and you contracted it over Christmas, let's, like, Boris, I'm writing to you, let's bring in a fine, a £500 fine, even if you contract it, right? Dude, because guess what? No one wants to pay a £500 fine. I'm going to stay inside. Cool.
Money talks. That's
exactly.
There's no repercussions to getting it apart from actually getting it. But
and so and people aren't afraid of it because 80% of us are asymptomatic or whatever. But you're the one. It doesn't matter. You're spreading it. I just think I'm not even mad at like it. I find it annoying. I find it annoying that we have to stay inside. And but it's got to the point now where so many people are being selfish fucks that I think we need to genuinely start implementing a fine so that they get the message and they stay in. Anyway,
it's true.
It made me so mad, man.
Talking about that, obviously people are starting to get the vaccine now as well. I do think it's quite interesting what's going to happen as well, because I was talking to someone about it last night, and I was saying that it's going to get to a point, right, where eventually we're going to get to a point where Boris is like, cool, basically we've now distributed enough vaccines for everyone to get one, right?
Yeah.
So if you haven't got one by now, that's basically out of choice. essentially.
Right.
It might even be like a year from now, right? They might be
Right.
like, cool, we've now rolled it out to everyone. Everyone's had the choice to get it. So at that point, it's kind of like, well, then if you have it, then like kind of life is normal then, like no mask, no fucking, do you know what I mean? No anything, because the only people that would get it at that point, they would be affected by that point, are the people that opted not to get the vaccine. And to be honest, that's an option that you've taken, right? Do you know what I mean? It's your choice at that point.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's not mandatory to take it.
No, I don't think it'd be I don't think it's mandatory. No.
Well, just off the bat, I mean, you don't have to get into this, but are you maybe not thinking about getting it?
Oh no, I don't care. I'll
just
take
do
it. Yeah. Whatever gets me back to
Normality.
like normality and allow me to go out and do shit. Like, just give me that option. Like, give me the microchip. Give me the fucking alien fucking cell. Yeah. Also, it's so it makes me laugh though when people are like so anal about, oh, but what it could have anything in it. What might, but like, who are you in the grand scheme of things in the universe? You're fucking Dave from fucking, I don't know, like, on 60-year-old sitting on Facebook. Or it doesn't, nobody like, you don't matter basically. Like, it's fine. I'm not saying that I agree. I also don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, what are you so worried about? And it's just like, I don't know. It's just funny. Yeah, just give me it all. Give me all the fucking steroids or whatever the fuck's in it.
I saw a meme. I can't remember what it was, but it was like the same people that are so unwilling to take the jab are the same people that are so keen to fucking, like, it's so gross, but like fucking eat ass and like, do you know what I mean? And it's a fair point.
Take unfiltered drugs.
Yeah, literally like do cocaine, fucking all that shit.
Smoke constantly, smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in the vaccine.
Yeah. Oh, why are you so cautious now? Like, about this thing. Yeah. I get it. Like, there's going to be some weird shit inside of you, but anyway. So my girlfriend Nikki, so for Christmas, really sweet of her. She
doing well.
Is she doing well? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what the COVID situation is over there, but like cases wise, it's so much less. Like, Laguna or like Orange County where she lives, it's
more sparse, isn't it?
So much more sparse, and the cases are just well, they're not good, like nowhere is good, but it's so much better than here, like so much better. So they're not, it's not as strict. I mean, obviously she's following the guidelines, but it's just like nowhere near as crazy as us. Anyway, so for Christmas, bless her, she sent over like a care package like she does like every year for me and the family, right? That's so there'll be presents in there and everything like that, right?
Does she mail that herself, or she like orders it online to get sent to you?
Well, this is the thing. She mails it, right?
Wow.
She mails it a bespoke box full of goodies for us, right?
That's cool.
With handwritten messages because she wants it to be more personal, right? And I love that.
Love that.
And she sends it well in advance, right? Like well in advance to make sure it gets here on time. It arrives here on the 15th, but I'm not notified because it hasn't arrived. And this is the bother, right?
Okay.
So I'm in London still at that point, and there's a letter for me here at Swatchway. Oh, sorry, here. There's a letter for me here. I'll bleep that, at my house down at my parents' house down in Kent, but my mum hasn't opened it because it's addressed to me. So I get back and it's a letter saying, "Hi, you've received a parcel which is being held up at our headquarters because you need to pay customs duty on it."
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's really annoying, first of all, but I know these things happen. Cool. How much? £100.
For what?
To just receive this package.
Why?
Well, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. Literally, sorry. She sends a parcel. She spends to send it to me over, like, I don't actually know how much, but well over $100.
Is it because you didn't like pick up the parcel when it had actually arrived, but they didn't communicate how it arrived properly?
They intercepted it because it because they have the right to check or like make sure it's fine or like there's nothing hazardous in there.
So
right?
they were checking it, and then now they're charging you £100 to then receive it.
They're charging me £100 for their time spent checking it.
Oh,
And I'm like, hey, I didn't ask you to. And if you wanted, I would have been more than happy for you to come to my door, me open it and say, is that good? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay £100. But no, I had to pay £100, right, to receive it.
No, that's illegal, surely.
Dude, they can do whatever they want. They can do what they can charge me 500 quid and be like, oh, you need to pay it, otherwise sending it back. And obviously at 500 quid, I'll be like, no, go fuck yourself. But £100, I said to my parents, I was like, they can do whatever they want. They could say whatever they want. And most people aren't going to appeal it. But dude, as if I'm not, man. So I've had to pay it. It's going to arrive. It's coming today, actually. And I'm going to have to appeal it because £100. Nikki paid like $100 and something for, which is already extortionate, right?
Yeah, insane.
And I'm like, well, what did that price cover then? Like, that's $100. What service did she pay for if I then had to receive it for £100? Like, are we kidding?
She paid America £100 and then you paid England £100.
Dude, I was fuming.
That absolutely change it. Absolutely
change it, man.
Yeah, change the system.
Dude,
just check the package. Your job. That's your job, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're inspecting the packages for any, illegal or whatever objects. That's your job.
That's
you
your
get paid
job.
by the government to do
that's
that.
That
shouldn't have to come out of your pocket.
That's
what
payroll.
You pay taxes for.
Exactly.
Right?
You're getting paid for that already.
It's not freelance fucking package checks.
Yeah, I'm a freelance customs manager.
Imagine if we walked up someone in the street, right, and we fucking filmed some B-roll of London for like an hour, and was like, oh hey, here you go, £100, and like what? Oh no, I filmed a video for you, but I didn't ask for this. It doesn't matter. Legally, you have to pay £100 now.
Yeah, dude, so true. That's so true. That's literally what it is. Like, I didn't want you to do that job for me, and I would have done it for you had you. It's just so.
Just check the package. You don't need to charge me for it.
No, you don't. Idiots. Yeah. Also, you're just going to run it through like an X-ray or whatever it is that you get at the security. You're not going to open it up. You're just going to see that there's nothing crazy in it. Yeah. So I called up. The parcel force is who the courier is, right?
Fucking parcel force.
But they were like, oh, you have to speak to customs directly, and you can appeal it once you've paid it. So I was like, well, first of all, why are there two different companies in this chaos already? And the woman was like, had a tone with me. She was like, well, yeah, there's nothing we can do. I was just like, yeah, but you're the one I'm pay. Like, I paid it through your website. What are you talking about? It has nothing to do with you. But anyway,
who are you?
Yeah, exactly. So
if there's anyone that has any insight into this delivery world that can explain this to us, we'd be much grateful.
Dude, it's just like absolute change it, like you said, change it. And the biggest bother of the year for me, and it was right at the end of the year for me, £100, taxed £100 for receiving a fucking Christmas gift, man. Yeah. Yes, I love the holidays, man.
Love that.
So good.
Love that. Yeah. Did you manage to have some chill time at least though over the holiday period? Yeah. I feel like it just sort of merges into like one, like I'm always like, oh, I'll give myself a day or two, and then it just like carries on over to like 5 days, and like it's just it's so nice. Weird over Christmas. I saw a meme that like I never really actually thought about it before until I saw it, but it was like, December 1st to December 26th is festive season, and then December 27th to the 31st is like a blur. And it's so true, isn't it? It's like after 25th, it's like I've completely lost track of what the fuck's going on anymore.
Yeah, they're just one long day.
Yeah, it is one long day. It's a lot of late nights and drinking, but I think that it is. I think we both did this, but it was nice to actually take some proper days off. Because I don't know about you, but even on my other days off, I always kind of found myself doing something, right? Whether it was making content or like emails or invoices and stuff. And I think it's really important over this period to just not do anything. Dude. And it felt great. It felt great to like just not put any pressure on myself to make anything or do anything, and just fucking chill for a sec.
Be a 14-year-old in school. That's basically
literally. That's how it felt. It felt no responsibilities.
Yeah,
fucking playing video games all day.
100%.
Fucking watching movies.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
great.
that is it. Like, and it feels so bizarre to do. Like, I feel like as adults, you just naturally want to be.
Feels guilty.
You want, but you want to be. You just have like the habit of, I guess, trying to be productive as you can, like during the day.
Yeah.
So sitting down watching TV and fucking eating chocky, that is like the least productive thing you can do. But it's necessary for Christmas. Because it's not just about the day and giving gifts and having fucking delicious food. It's you got to just like chill, and it's that one time of the year that's like guaranteed, at least for most people, to just chill. So yeah. No, I'm glad you did that, man.
But we're also interested to hear how your guys' at home at Christmas was. So please write in. We do have a couple of bothers here from you guys as well. So. Do you want to read this one out? How about a little fucking New Year's fucking switcheroo? Do you want to read it for once?
New Year's resolution. I'm gonna read once. I'm gonna read one of the comments once every 4 episodes. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say once a year, but that's cool.
Yeah. No, that works for me as well. Like, you know, to be fair, I would just. I'm a slow reader, so I would just say
you're illiterate, aren't you?
Yeah,
you can't actually read, which is
this is
part of your therapy, isn't it? So your
exactly
exposure therapy.
Yeah, because I never went to English class. I just literally spoke to my parents, and that's how I. You know, that is a thing. Like, some people will learn French because they've been out studying, or not even studying, but like working out there. They'll pick up the language because they're around people, right? But they won't have a fucking clue how to write it. That for me is just bizarre. Man. So bizarre.
Just making sounds with your mouth and not understanding the reasoning behind it.
Okay, so should we do the top one?
Sure, man.
Yeah. So this is my bother. Do we need to say who this is from? Nah, it's fine.
It's up to you.
It's someone who wrote on the YouTube comments, guys, and feel free to do so yourselves if you have a bother. So this is my bother. I've just joined TikTok, and it's rife with reaction videos. You know, the type where a person records themselves watching a viral video, and I cannot stand them. Like, who loves themselves that much to think other people want to see their face? And when are these reaction videos actually genuine? ? I read that recording a reaction alongside a video, it appeals any content. Oh, copyright issues. Right. Okay. Yeah. So it appeals any copyright issues, which explains why they are so popular with creators. But how can someone be called a content creator when all they are doing is regurgitating someone else's video with their fat face to one side? Keen to hear your opinions.
Wow. Really interesting question there. Who is that from? That's a really solid question.
I can go to the YouTube comments.
That's okay.
No,
but really, well, it's up to you. But a really interesting question there, and something that I think I feel very strongly about. I'm sure as you do.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that for me there are like 2 types.
Yeah.
Because you can have commentary videos where someone like Cody Co, for example, will look or review certain content which is made, and he'll give his opinion. He used to do the that's cringe, where he'd make fun of it, which I think is completely different. But at the same time, I guess it's a type of reaction video because he's reacting to watching the footage, right? But this person is on about like, I mean, literally just their reaction to the video, not giving actually any input, just them laughing and stuff like that, right? Is that what you're?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just not content.
It's not, and so as you said, literally, there's two types, and so there's the additive stuff, right? Which is like, as you said, like people like reacting to it. First of all, reactive stuff. If you are knowledgeable in a subject, so you see like a lot of times it's like, qualified fucking music producer reacts to like a new song. It's like, cool, I kind of want to hear what that guy's opinion is because he's a professional in the field, right? That stuff. And then you have like the comedy stuff where it's like you're literally just taking very, very small bits and you're creating whole comedy bits surrounded it, like as you said, like Cody Co. That stuff's great as well, because it's fun to we do it all the time. It's fun to like roast other people, you know, for stuff. It's great. But then you have the other kind, which I think is what this person's talking about, which makes me so mad that gets views, because it's literally just people sitting there watching. So basically, it's as you said, like you get around the copyright issues, and it's an excuse for them to put something entertaining that someone else made, because they actually have creative talent, or at least the drive to make something, and you're just putting that on your screen, and then that's almost what the entertaining part is, because especially if you haven't seen that video before as a viewer, you're seeing that for the first time as well. But dude, it's the ones I've seen it with music. Music seems to be the most common one, of just these like a couple dudes would just sit there and they'll be like, we react to the new
Stormzy track,
Lil Baby song, whatever. Stormzy track, whatever. And it's just them sitting there being like, pause it there. Oh, that bar was cool, man. Okay, press play. But like the dudes, they are nobodies. Yeah. And it's like, even if I say, I'm not saying no, like nobody can't do it. If you're a nobody, but you're hilarious, or like what you're saying about the thing is really, really funny, like you and I, for example, if we were able to do that and make it funny, I think that's fine. But yeah, it's the ones that just, you're not adding anything to it. You're just watching it and then being like, oh, yo, that bar is fire, dude. You know what I mean? It's just like, you go do something else. Go outside. Go outside. Kick a football.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the fact that they're using somebody else who's extremely creative, someone else's content, which is the interesting thing, and they're basically using someone else's hard work and talent to make money, basically. Like if they are actually lucky enough to have like subscribers who are watching their videos all the time. And for me, dude, it's always the music ones. They're the what you jog the memory. Like, I remember seeing just like it's just some guy in the bottom corner of the thumbnail, and it's like my take on Justin Bieber's new Yummy song, and it's just like, yo, that line's fire. Yo, that was fire. Yo, Bieber's moving up. Bieber's moving up, and that's it. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Look, but some people love it. Some people are just like, oh, because he's popular, I want to get his take on it, which is just like, you know what? Maybe we're the idiots for not jumping on that as well. Why don't we just start doing that? Man?
I think part of the issue as well is part of this, without getting too existential, but it's part of that kind of our generation of people basically like being sheep, and it's like, you basically don't, if you're watching those kind of videos, you're doing that to get validation of like, oh, the thing that I like, other people like as well, or like, I want to see how this guy reacts to it. And it's not having that ability to be like, oh, cool, I like this thing, I enjoy this thing, and then that's it. Like, I'm happy. It's like, you got to be like, oh, I kind of like this, but I need to make sure that other people that are popular also like this. And it's just like,
yes, dude, just
like the thing that you like, man. Like, dude, that's it. Like, just like the thing, like the things that you like. Done.
Dude, that is it. That's bang on. I don't know if I've ever been able to word it like that. Yeah. And it can go the other way. If you want someone to get roasted because you don't like a song, you want to make sure that other people have that same opinion as well. And like, so true. Just have your opinion and be done. Like, you don't need to have someone else to validate your opinion. Like, even if your opinion might be controversial or whatever, just keep it, leave it, and just like, actually maybe when it comes to like real issues, it might be worth actually like changing your opinion. But when it's on like pop songs, I think you're fine to just have, if you like it, that doesn't need to be something that you need to like battle over. Like, enjoy. There's stuff that's subjective. Just enjoy the thing that you like. You know. Yeah, man. Absolutely.
But yeah, agreed with 100%. You there, YouTube commenter. Absolutely. Just change it. Don't make those videos. If you're someone and you're going to make one of those videos, just go outside.
Sorry, that was Sizzling Chaz, by the way.
Sizzling Chaz. Thanks.
That was Sizzling Chaz.
If I was to have on a, you know, when you're doing the surveys and you have like strongly disagree, agree, strongly agree, I'll tick the box that says strongly
agree. Yeah, I would as well. I think it's like vital though that for there to be to understand the difference between like commentary and fucking those things. TikTok is full of them as well. Well, like he said,
Oh,
I remember watching one person just. It was their head, and then the main video.
Just a little head bob or something.
That's it. Yeah. But there was one guy that actually smashed out of the park. Right? He was like, there would be like crazy videos of like freak human incidents where like real near misses, where like a car goes past someone on swerves out the way of someone walking along the road, and it's just his like he just sort of goes like, I can't. He's actually really funny. That's the only one that I thought, wow.
But because there's additive and subtractive, and it needs to be additive.
You add to it, that's it. The video. That's it. Yeah, like you say, and he's actually funny. Like he's a funny person. That's what he's adding to it. So yeah. Anyway,
it's probably we've got time for today, guys. But keep those. Love that YouTube comment, by the way. So please keep those coming in, and you can always email us as well at wabpod@gmail.com, and that'll come up on the screen.
Yeah.
Now. Well, not now. It would have come up when I said it, but
yeah.
Now.
and let us know what you think of the temporary setup that we've been forced into as well.
The post-COVID lockdown tier 4 tier snore setup.
Okay, last thing we're both going to say, predictions on when we are going to be able to hug and go to someone's house and not have to worry ever again.
June, yeah.
I would have said June myself, but I'm not going to copy you. I will say May. Okay?
Cool. You're the fucking cunt in Price is Right. It's like $1,400, and you're like $1,401.
That's it, and we'll see who's right, baby.
We'll see
in the future. Anyway, lots of love. Goodbye, guys.
Peace. Keep safe, look after each other.
And look after me as well. See you guys.
See ya.